the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Indianapolis as the Pacers go up against the Atlanta Hawks. For Atlanta, it's been all about winning games right now. They're enjoying a better winning percentage to this point than we saw last season, an encouraging sign for the players and the front office. And Trae Young, not the biggest guy out there by any means, but he finds ways to make a huge impact, especially when the shot's falling.
You know, his feel for the game at his age is unparalleled. Quick release and shoot from deep, deep, deep.
Yes, yes, yes. He's a special talent, Ernie. His ability to elude defenders, get a shot off at his size every single time. There's only one other guy I can think of that he comes close to. And SC, Steph Curry.
Yes, sir. That'll do it for now. We send you to KH. That'd be Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We'll see the Indiana Pacers defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season. A season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Victor Oladipo trained with Dwayne Wade heading into last season. Now, Wade says, we talked about not knowing the path of your career. Don't put limitations on yourself. The result for Oladipo was an all-star appearance. Kevin?
He's definitely on an upward trajectory, DA. Thank you. Early on, just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position if you're a point guard, a 2-guard, or even a 3-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff, the better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about, the strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA.
And the Pacers start off with the ball. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court right now for the Hawks. And it's Prince outside at the 3 with Collins down at the power forward. Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. And it's Len in at the center, locking down the middle. Just 2 to shoot. Oladipo misses. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Bazemore, no one around him. Connects from 3-point range. Bazemore's got the first basket of the game for the Hawks. Collison kicks to Turner. Pass to Bogdanovich. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Kevin, very hard to stop Bogdanovich. He's excellent at keeping his follow-through despite taking the contact.
You know, Bogdanovich, a guy who has moved around a little bit the last few seasons, but you wonder, has he found a home with Indiana? This guy steps right into the wing, gives them great production from the 3.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Doris, for Bogdanovich, perhaps the biggest help he provided was his improved defense.
Well, let's remember this about Bogdanovich. Early in his career, it kept him off the floor. And he flat decided, I want to be in the lineup when it's closing time, and made a real commitment to being better defensively.
And it's the Pacers' ball. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
I think there has to be better communication. All 5 guys tied together, and what happened to them is what happens when you play lackluster defense.
And now just over a minute played here in the first.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
The pass to Collins. Young against Collison. Young's shot is off.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Right side, Collison. Pocket 6. Atlanta with the rebound.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, Kevin, how about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Collison. It's Turner, high post. Laying on him. They get it again. Here's Sabonis. The kick out to Oladipo. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Well, they're simply having trouble getting their legs underneath them, right? They're just 1 for 5 to start things off.
Bazemore against Oladipo. Young taking his time here. Tries again, and the layup is good. Young's got his first points in this one.
You know, you love the effort. Forget the size disadvantage. Young's willing to go down there and mix it up.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Collins. And Young kicks it to Bazemore. Pass to Collins. It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Collison. 5 on the clock. Prince trying to free himself up. And yes, it's good. Young's got his second basket of the night.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And I'll tell you, Trae Young, go big or go home. Always gives you 100%, as competitive as they come. And the young fella wants to win so badly, sometimes that emotion really comes out.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Well, Bogdanovich looking so comfortable close to the rim, just extends past the defense beautifully.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Darren Collison. And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
And he makes the first.
And the comparisons to Steph Curry, it's understandable. Young's shooting ability is off the charts.
And so Young nails them both.
How about the Indiana Pacers last year? There were so many that predicted them to be a lottery candidate, and instead they end up with 48 wins, finishes the 5th seed in the East. Woo-hoo, what a year.
Now here's Turner. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Oladipo. Collins grabs the miss.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
And Doris, the Pacers were one of last season's biggest surprises.
How about they took LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers to a Game 7 in the first round? That's the first time a team has ever taken LeBron to Game 7 in the opening round of the playoffs. Yes, they lost, but what a great learning experience for a young team.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Young with the steal. Bazemore passes to Prince. Here's Bazemore. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Denver. And Bogdanovich kicks to Sabonis. And the Pacers another three.
Don't sleep on the big man now. Domantas Sabonis can be effective in catch and shoot.
Passes to Collins. Bazemore finds Len. Collison against Young. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Young's got 8 points.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
Pass to Sabonis. Collison against Collins. Stolen by Collins. Young outside. Now the pass to Len. To the inside. Stolen by Collison. To the middle. Stolen by Len. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Bazemore. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Oladipo. He's coming off a 22-point game against Miami.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
Oladipo with the ball. He's covered by Bazemore. Collison's shot is good.
See, Darren Collison has become such a legitimate threat from 3 that you have got to be excellent on your closeouts.
And Young kicks it to Bazemore. Back to Young. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's foul number 2 for him. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Young comes in for Sabonis. Tyreek Evans is checked in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. Spellman, defended by Young. Back to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Now, Kevin, that's about the length and determination of Justin Anderson. It really makes him a handful to cover in the painted area.
Oladipo dishes to Joseph. There's the lob to Oladipo. Stolen by Carter. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. And here's Anderson for 3. That shot, no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. From the top of the key, Young's shot is off. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Carter kicks to Dedmon. The 11-footer. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 1. Pass to Joseph. Now O'Quinn. Indiana moving the ball around. Oladipo right side, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Vince Carter picks one up.
Well, Victor Oladipo won't back down from a challenge. He isn't afraid of getting a little bit nasty if the defense sort of sets the tone.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Even Even though Oladipo didn't spend a lot of time on the Thunder, he does credit his time there, Doris, as a big factor in his development.
He points specifically at Russell Westbrook and the amount of work Westbrook puts into his game. So what did Oladipo do? He changed his frame and he changed his work habits, and that led to an incredible season last year.
Victor Oladipo with huge improvement in his game, Doris, last season.
What an incredible leap this young man took. His efficiency was up across the board. He was better from three-point territory. He proved, Kevin, he could carry an offense. I mean, this guy is a legit star in the NBA now.
Now, here's Anderson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Nuggets in Denver. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his first foul. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for the Pacers. Dedmon kicks to Anderson. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Anderson's got his second basket of the game.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
It really is, Greg. These squads are evenly matched. They are going at it right now.
McDermott. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Of course, you were a point guard in your playing days. What qualities did you look for in a backcourt mate, someone to play off you?
Well, I would say they were similar to what I looked for in all of my teammates. Certainly you wanted players who were three-tool players, somebody who could put the ball on the floor, use their dribble well, somebody who could pass well, who could identify, okay, next player is open, I need to make this pass. And then the competitive attributes, Kevin. How hard did you play on a night-by-night basis? Did you prioritize winning over individual success? All the qualities I think you look for in a backcourt mate are what you would look for in any teammate.
He makes one of two that time. Well, Greg, for Atlanta, it was out with the old and in with the new for the point guard position for the Hawks.
And Hawks were able to trade down and still get the guy they wanted in Young. See him as an impact guard to build around for the future. Had to move Schroeder to free up space for Young, but this team now has a clear core to build around.
Here's Joseph following the score by Vince Carter. And Young kicks to Evans. Carter with the block. And here's Anderson, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That is his first foul of the game. And Carter has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Herter. Sweet little floater. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
Joseph, the pass to O'Quinn. He dishes it to Evans. Over Anderson. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Has to be smarter, guys. I mean, we all know he can make that shot, but the defense was in his grill.
Carter kicks to Anderson. Shoots over McDermott. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Atlanta. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And checking out Indiana, 3 games behind.
And if you look at the Hawks right now, they've looked very solid here to start the season. What's surprised me the most is just how much confidence this group is playing with.
They really do look like they came into the season with the belief that they belong in the conversation among the best teams in the league. You know, scoreless this quarter, and it's not helping them battle back.
A nice shot by Anderson. Pacers trail by 6. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's the teardrop. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Atlanta gets called for the foul. Tyreke Evans not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vied for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. Turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
Move shot.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. It's not often that you can land a franchise player via trade, but that's what the Pacers were able to do with Victor Oladipo.
And now the question becomes for Indiana, how do you build around Victor Oladipo, right? The front office has done a great job the last few seasons collecting talent. They continue to add shooting on the perimeter to help space the floor, and now you're starting to see some inside scoring threats develop. This is an interesting organization.
Herter, boom, he jams it straight down.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
Now, here's Joseph. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Now O'Quinn. Evans feeling it out a bit. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Here's Anderson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Anderson's got 8 points.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back right after this. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college teammate Antoine Jamison, but he talked about that crazy exchange.
So as I'm sitting back there, it's like there's been a trade, you know, Toronto Raptors and Golden State make a trade for Antoine Jamison and Vince Carter right there. So our families are sitting right next to each other. So they're fixing the hat, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, here's your hat. All right, give us that hat. Move forward. So it was just the weirdest thing.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, pick apart, that's pretty unique.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnovers.
Feels like they're getting a lot of deflections, hands on basketballs, resulting into steals. This has been pretty to watch.
Joseph at point, and he teams up with Evans in the backcourt. Young is the 4 with O'Quinn at the 5. And it's McDermott in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Evans against Carter. A floater, that's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Evans.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Here's Anderson. A stupendous finish in traffic. Anderson's got 10.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Joseph finds O'Quinn. Anderson against Young. Over Anderson. Young's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 11. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Anderson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. With college basketball expanding the three-point arc out to FIBA range, Doris, does that set the table, you think, for the NBA to move its arc, their three-point shooting line, out as well?
I think one of the things that I would like to see, Kevin, is a more unified game across countries, right? We've talked about the NBA and basketball in particular becoming a more global game. I think one thing that I'd really love to see at the lower levels of basketball in the formative stages is young players have to play with a shot clock. Because what that forces those players to do is be three-tool players. Under duress of a shot clock, you better be able to put the ball on the deck, make a pass, or take a shot. So I think the more we can normalize a set of international rules, the better basketball is going to be long-term.
Both free throws good from Anderson.
Really smart player with a high basketball IQ. Justin Anderson is just scratching the surface for his immense potential.
Collison, the pass to Turner. From deep. Rebound by the Hawks.
I'll tell you, if he keeps missing shots, it's going to be a tough night to try to trim this lead.
That one goes. Count it. He's got 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Evans kicks to Turner. Tipped away and stolen by Bazemore. And he banks in the layup. Bazemore's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Boy, the opposition has got to feel an avalanche bearing down on them right now. They're wiping them off the floor.
Tries it from 19. And finished off by Anderson.
Just keep racking them up, Mr. Anderson. Still somewhat mechanical on the offensive end, but you can't argue with his productivity tonight.
And the Pacers call time here.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
Bogdanovich is checked in for McDermott. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Prince is checked in for Anderson. Stolen away. Herter. He's covered by Collison. Collins passes to Len. And the layup's good off the glass. Len's got his first basket of the night.
What I'm already seeing out of Alex Len, more aggression than when he first entered the league.
Collison finds Turner. Bogdanovich against Prince. Back to Turner. Five to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Indiana again missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Knocked loose. And here are the Pacers now. Bazemore against Evans. Back to Turner. Passes it to Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Evans outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Evans has got 6.
And watching Evans there knock down the triple has the ability to be a dangerous outside scorer when he's in rhythm.
Herter, he's covered by Collison. Offensive rebound, feeds it to Bazemore. Turner. Prince wide open. The three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for three just slips away.
Evans passes to Sabonis. Turner up top. Guarded by Prince. Shoots over Bazemore. It's good from the top of the key. That's now 8 points for Tyreke Evans.
Boy, that is not the shot they were hoping for, but they'll take the result.
And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
And Indiana making a change here. Oladipo's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Young's checked in. Pacers trail by 16. Collison with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami. The teardrop falls in. 8 points for him.
Well, this is where he's become so effective carving out room for himself. Darren Collison is a pro at using the pick and roll.
Here's Young. He kicks it to Bazemore. Hands it from downtown. Bazemore's got 5 points in the quarter. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Timeout called the Pacers. Well, the league taking steps towards to reform the draft lottery, flattening out the odds, doing a variety of things just to analyze the way it works, the mechanics. Do you think the change will be enough?
Well, again, I think this goes back to the leadership at the top of the NBA, and the right man is in charge in Adam Silver. And as is typical to Adam Silver, everything happens with a very measured approach in terms of reform. You do a little bit, and then you evaluate. But I think Adam has made it clear that the change they made to the draft lottery was nothing more than a first step. Now, where do we go from here? That remains to be seen.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Collison kicks to Turner. And the call will be against Alex Len. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Collison looking around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And to me, throughout his career, Darren Collison has always been smart about shot selection, right? He is very choosy about when to call his own number, and that results in great shooting percentages for him year after year.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Collison. And Collison in the last few seasons has stepped up his scoring from beyond the arc.
Well, Kevin, any team would love to have a 40% shooter from distance, right? So very few guards in the NBA can say they've done it 3 straight years. Darren Collison is one of those guys.
And both free throws good for Darren Collison.
To me, guys, this is an underrated player in the NBA. Darren Collison's such a strong all-around game whose teammates look to him for stability.
Pass to Collins. Sabonis against Bazemore. Over Sabonis. Collins passes to Len. Over Oladipo. That one a little long. Pacers trail by 18. To the paint. Here's Turner. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
I'll tell you, so polished and so confident this close to the cup. Miles Turner doing work.
Young dishes to Prince. The shot from the low post is good. Prince has got 5 points now in the quarter. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Collison finds Turner. Now here's Bogdanovich. Indiana moving it around. Outside Collison. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. The rebound by Prince.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Shots good from Young.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
And stolen by Bazemore. Prince kicks to Collins. The pass to Bazemore. Prince in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now the feed to Collison. Yes, that goes in. Collison's got 12 in the game.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
Now here's Len. Young inside. He's against Collison. Shots good from Young. 12 points for him.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
Oladipo goes in. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. Indiana making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Young comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Nuggets in Denver. Carter with the 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oladipo, good. Oladipo's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Young against Joseph. Back to Young. That one drops for him.
Yeah, terrific effort there by Young, really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just stayed one step ahead of them.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul. McDermott's checked in for the Pacers. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Anderson's checked in. Here's Young. No points in the game yet for him.
2 minutes. 2
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Joseph. True on the 14-footer.
Well, you love the incredible handle from the veteran guard, Corey Joseph. That one's on a string.
Atlanta leading by 16. 1:39 left in the second quarter. Joseph against Young. Yes, that goes in.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And here is Joseph. He averages about 5 points a game. Oladipo against Carter. O'Quinn, the pass to Joseph. Buries the long-range jumper. Joseph's got his 2nd basket of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Young outside. Now Young. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Joseph looking around. Oladipo for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Young's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
I would call this guy a power wing who likes to finish at the rim. Justin Anderson, dangerous from that spot.
Carter against Oladipo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Vince Carter picks one up.
Well, Victor Oladipo is unafraid in the face of contact. That's a nice move.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
And the first one drops.
Well, we know that Victor Oladipo is a combo guard, meaning he can play the 1 and the 2. What I like is how impressive his overall game is and the fearlessness with which he plays. Wow.
Oladipo hits them both. Young with the ball. With 1 on the clock. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so we wrap up the first half. Hawks lead by 15. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half. It's going to be another paint-based attack.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA. Over.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd period.
Welcome back, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana, where the famous Chase Tower stands tall above the city. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. And it's Prince outside at the 3 with Collins down at the power forward. And it's Len in at the center position.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Sabonis. Collison against Young. Young with the steal. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got the first bucket of the third here for the Hawks.
You know, fleshing out his attack a little more. Young showing more of a willingness to go in there amongst the trees.
Sabonis against Collins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich. The shot missing. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And looking at Prince's game, you know, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the call will be against Alex Len. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. And Oladipo kicks to Collison. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
And really, this is where efficiency matters. Value every possession.
You simply have to make smart decisions. You're only hurting yourself with these miscalculations.
Now, here's Collins. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Bazemore. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. The Hawks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Collison. 12 points for him. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Collison. Shot clock at 6. Shoots it. Misses off the right iron.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pacers trail by 21. Bogdanovich wide open. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists in the game. And Young kicks it to Bazemore. And the dunk by Bazemore.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
And the Pacers call time here.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
Evans, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Turner. Over Len. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
They've got to start working for better shots. Just 1 for 4 in the second half so far.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Collison finds Turner. Bazemore against Evans. And stolen by Bazemore. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Now into the lineup for the Hawks, Kevin Herter.
Evans kicks to Collison. Over Collins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. He had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
Free throw good, Darren Collison. And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
And both free throws good for Darren Collison. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Collison against Young. Lets it go. The Pacers pull it in. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. A drive by Collison. Turner passes to Bogdanovich. Evans outside. Just 5 to shoot. Collison kicks to Sabonis. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Len. Young up top. He's covered by Collison.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
There's the pass to Sabonis. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Young in the corner. Here's the floater. And that's 2 points on the layup. Young's got 22 points.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Evans passes to Sabonis. Over Collins. Wow, way off on that one.
Well, the defense harassing him every step of the way makes that a really tough look.
He gets that one.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
Yeah, that's right. You said it. They don't find a way to switch it back on. They're in trouble.
Evans outside. Collins grabs the miss.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
With the teardrop, indeed, Prince drops it in. Prince has got 12 points in the game.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Collison kicks to Evans. With the floater, draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Young comes in for Domantas Sabonis, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison.
Shooting 1.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%, they're a machine from the floor. And Young, here we go. Comes up empty down low. Indiana's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. And that one drops for him. Young's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, masterful work from Thaddeus Young. He's got such tremendous length down there.
And Young comes over to help, and the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Miles Turner, and McDermott subbed in for Bogdanovich. And the Hawks with possession here. Herter, covered by Evans. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Shot on the wing. No good that time, so Indiana will take it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
I'll tell you, a delicate touch inside. Doug McDermott trying to expand that offensive arsenal. Well, Doug McDermott has bounced around since entering the league. He's been productive everywhere he's played to a certain extent, but he's looking to find that long-term home.
One shot.
The free throw drops for McDermott. And with all the bouncing around, it's been hard for McDermott to get settled.
Right, we know this about Doug McDermott. The guy's a strong outside shooter, and that shooting should always find him in the rotation. This guy has got to grow as an all-around scorer.
Now the Pacers with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Evans. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Evans has got 5 points now this quarter. The Hawks leading by 19. Herter, covered by Evans. And here's Anderson. He's got 16. Over to the left wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Herter, covered by Evans. Second shot opportunity. Shot's good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got his first bucket in this one.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Indiana.
Inside, Young. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Anderson outside. Rebounded by McDermott.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Anderson. Vince Carter on the wing. And that one goes long. Now the Pacers with it. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Evans kicks to McDermott. Down low, and stolen by Dedmon. Herter, he's covered by Joseph. Dishes it to Anderson. Five on the clock. Herter, that's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. And here's Indiana. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And O'Quinn kicks to Young. Pass to Joseph. Releases. Can't hit that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Now Anderson. He's got 16. Stolen by Joseph. And now Young running the floor all by himself. Dedmon with the block. And he's able to get it back. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Toronto Raptors.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Herter, covered by Evans. Clock at 6. And here are the Pacers now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And finished off by McDermott.
That's a nice little outside-in play right there. Good feed into the post and a solid finish.
The Hawks leading by 19 points. Anderson outside. 1:16 left here in the third quarter. Stolen by Joseph. Passes to McDermott. Goes up on the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. McDermott's got 7 points for the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here's Dedmon. O'Quinn defending. Carter kicks to Dedmon. Herter, covered by Evans.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Young finds Evans, and that one is good. Evans has got 15.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Herter, covered by Evans. Dedmon dishes to Anderson. That's tipped. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Oladipo taking his time here. 11 feet out, and he hits it. He's got 10.
You simply must respect the mid-range game of Victor Oladipo. When given the opportunity, he will capitalize.
Bazemore missed. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Hawks on top. They lead by 13. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Pacers trail by 13. Oladipo teams with Evans on the perimeter. Young is the 4 with O'Quinn at the 5. And it's Collison in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
The Hawks leading by 15. Deep 2 from Anderson. Tyreke Evans comes up with the rebound.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
The kick out to Anderson. Offline with his 3. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Outside Collison. Indiana moving it around. Back to O'Quinn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Teardrop shot, and he sinks the layup.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Carter against Oladipo. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
Indiana making some changes. Turner's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Sabonis comes in for Young. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Tyreke Evans. And then for Atlanta, Collins checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Taurean Prince comes in for Justin Anderson. Young is subbed in for Vince Carter. Pass to Turner. Lets the 3 fly. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
Young against Collison. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, the defense paying no attention at all to him, and all he can do is throw up a brick. Ouch.
The Hawks leading by 10. Prince with it. score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Sabonis kicks to Collison. Back to Sabonis. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Turner. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
Yeah, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Just 5 to shoot. Deep 2 from Collison.
Since halftime, he has just been in a funk offensively.
Off target from the wing. Bazemore on the wing. Guarded by Oladipo. Young left side. Collins passes to Bazemore. Prince kicks to Collins. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pacers trail by 12. Outside Collison. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Back to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. Bucket is good.
The speed of Victor Oladipo is mind-boggling. This guy gets to the cup with ease.
Young finds Bazemore. Now Collins. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Collison. And there's the pass to Oladipo. From deep. Atlanta with the rebound. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Bazemore gets the bucket. Bazemore's got 10 points here in the second half.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Turner inside, guarded by Len. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Turner.
Well, 6'11", 255 pounds. Miles Turner using that size to his advantage.
Back to Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Turner passes to Collison. To the middle, a second chance effort. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They're trailing, but they are really battling, working the ball down low, getting good looks in the paint. The inside game much improved from where it was in the first half.
And for Turner on the offensive end, it is all about consistency with his shot.
Right, Kevin, because with his length and athleticism, Miles Turner has proven he can be a factor on the defensive end. To me, it's about, with that face-up ability, can they count on him night after night?
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They have a 9-point lead. And And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Pacers trail by 10. Outside Collison. Kicks it to Turner. There's the dish to Bogdanovich. Over Prince. Bogdanovich, no luck. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Young. He feeds it to Collins. Wants to get it to Bazemore and does. Len dishes to Collins. Bazemore for 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Atlanta leading by 8. And Young kicks to Len. Pass to Collins. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's Oladipo on the wing. Back to Collison. Oladipo against Bazemore. With the shot. Oladipo, good. Oladipo's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Atlanta calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Trae Young.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive. And boy, did he make them pay.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. He told them the lead we've got is good, but we can be better. Take it to them. Stay on the accelerator. Looks like he wants them to keep pushing it, guys.
Bogdanovich, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
There's a lot to like about Bogdanovich's game. He's a skilled scorer, he's a capable defender, and I think there's some leadership qualities there.
He hits both from the stripe.
I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Oladipo, left side.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
That's a beautiful jam.
Boy, big-time athleticism from Victor Oladipo, up and off the ground in a hurry.
Prince, the pass to Young. Back to Prince. Shoots the 3. Kept alive by Atlanta. That one falls. Collins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, in that individual matchup, the rim is totally unprotected. He's just got too much size on him.
Outside Turner. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Collins. Young with no one around. Off target with his three. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Trailing by 4. He kicks it to Collison. Clock at 6. Shoots over Len. Second chance shot. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 7 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Len. And the dunk by Len.
We've always talked about Alex Len's natural tools, Kevin, and he can assault the rim on a consistent basis.
Collison finds Oladipo. Here's the floater. And he lays it up and in. Oladipo's got 21.
Boy, as aggressive as he's been hitting all these shots, they're still behind.
Young dishes to Prince. Bazemore inside the three-point line. Pacers with the rebound. Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Collison. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And now just a 2-point Hawks lead. Collison against Young. The pass to Bazemore. Len with it. Kicks it to Young.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
Oladipo, the pass to Collison. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. To take the lead. A three-pointer is right on target. Collison's got 9 points here in the second half.
Wow! Coming through in the important moments, Darren Collison doing work.
And the dunk by Len.
Well, I'll tell you, be assertive at the right time, Alex Len, making the big bucket when his team needs it.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Oladipo. Big-time moment. That's my moment.
The Hawks trailing. Now, here is Young. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Oladipo against Bazemore. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Oladipo growing into that clutch player everyone believed he could be. What great poise down the stretch.
That free throw good from Oladipo.
That's exactly who they want at the line, and he comes through again.
We've got 1:13 left in the game. Collison against Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
In the corner, Collison with it. Oladipo against Bazemore. From 13, Oladipo misses. Collison against Young. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And he's just putting the team on his back when he's needed most.
Don't you just love to see that confidence when taking these big shots?
Timeout called the Pacers. Young with the steal. Here's Bazemore. Money!
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, G8, he does not waste one of them.
He's so very quick to convert off the miss, and usually with authority.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're behind by 2. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. .29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Oladipo against Bazemore. Oladipo draws the double.
Wow, Collison unafraid, game hanging in the balance, no problem.
And Lloyd Pierce wants a timeout. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young against Collison. Here's Young. Floats one up. Oh, off target. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So Atlanta will get the first possession. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Pacers. Sabonis and Turner inside. Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. Oladipo against Bazemore. Oladipo finds Turner. 5 on the clock. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Young. That shot off. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Bogdanovich passes to Collison. Rebound by the Hawks. Young's got 8 rebounds in this game. Prince against Bogdanovich. Young from outside gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got 30.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
18 feet out. Here's Turner, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Well, Kevin, you love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
And Bazemore kicks to Young. In the corner, Collins with it. Bazemore inside the three-point line. And he can't bank that one in. Bazemore against Oladipo. Pass to Turner. Takes the 13-footer. That one doesn't go. Prince with the defensive effort. Atlanta leading by 3. We're in overtime. If you've just joined us, 2.5 minutes through it. Here's Bazemore. It's good. Bazemore's got 22 points.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
Bogdanovich dishes to Collison. Over Young. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 25 points for Darren Collison. Young passes to Dedmon. Hits it from three-point range.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
Oladipo against Bazemore. Oladipo misses.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And Bazemore kicks to Young. Prince outside. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Oladipo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Tipped away. Pass to Sabonis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, so intelligent at recognizing where to roll to open space. Domantas Sabonis, very crafty.
Here's Young. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 7-point differential. Bazemore finds Young. Hawks passing it around. Here's Collins. And again, it's Atlanta.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
And the Pacers call time here. They trail by 9. 40 seconds left in the first overtime. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Here's O'Quinn. Count it, good.
You know, that right there is a great example. O'Quinn has got great hands, so he can step out or bang inside with the best of them.
To the inside, Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
Boy, nice feed. Leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're trailing by 9. 27 seconds left in overtime. Three seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now here's McDermott. He's guarded closely.
I think I like the skill set of Doug McDermott. He's a phenomenal shooter, and he's got tremendous range.
At the line for your Pacers, Doug McDermott. Taking 2 shots.
shots. Relax on the first.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 8. And McDermott drops them both. Atlanta with the ball.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They'd used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And so the Hawks take the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.